Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are going to do our fourth installment of a series that I am calling Revisiting. The Revisiting series takes issue with the beauty community's obsession with new. So many of us, myself included, get so excited about new products that we push aside relatively new products in favor of entirely new products, and things get pushed to the back of our drawers and to the bottom of our drawers. They can even get dusty, unused, and forgotten about. So this series hopes to inspire you to rediscover those little gems that you might actually kind of have forgotten about. I'm going to link below the first three that I did. The first one, we rediscovered the Charlotte Tilbury Icon palette. The second in the series revisited the McGrath Mothership 1 Subliminal palette. And the third in the series revisited Natasha Denona's Biba palette. So if you want to get re-inspired to look at those items again, check the links below. For today's installment of Revisiting, the fourth installment, we move aside and away from eye palettes. Hard to do, but we're going to. And we're going to look at blushes. In fact, we're going to look at a collection of iconic blushes from Charlotte Tilbury herself, her Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blush collection. There are 9 of them in total, and we're going to look at them, play with them, and I'm going to try a few on because I do not have any blush on today and I am in desperate need of it. So Charlotte Tilbury developed these blushes. Now there's a lot of great blushes out there. I mean, Chanel makes an amazing blush, and more recently I think Patrick Ta blushes are to die for. But we forget to give extreme credit where credit is due to Charlotte Tilbury's face powder products, whether it's her Airbrush Flawless pressed powder or these Cheek to Chic blushes. They are finely milled and gorgeous. Each of these Cheek to Chic blushes, all 9 of them, are $40 each. They all come in this kind of little brown compact with a mirror, and they all look a little like this. Now I'm going to use Love is the Drug, which we'll talk about the names of them in a moment, as just an example here because I think it's the color difference is so pronounced that it becomes a little more obvious. So she calls these her Swish around the outer corner and Pop in the middle. You are supposed to, and you do what you want, of course, but the idea being that you swish around and go up and then pop right into the onto the apple of the cheeks and then blend. And these little blushes are finely milled dreams. They do not show texture. They're matte, so to speak, but they have just enough sheen to them to give your cheeks some life and depth. So they're that perfect. They're neither matte nor shimmer. They do not, like I mentioned, they do not show texture. They are easily buildable and perfectly blendable, and the hues go from just a hint of color all the way through almost bronzer colors. Now the original 6, I was holding up Love is the Drug. The original 6 are supposed to mimic on your face the stages of love. From First Love, which is a very, very pale color. I'm struggling with it now, but First Love is very pale. You can almost not really see the difference in the 2 shades, the Swish and the Pop. First Love is supposed to be just a little bit of a blush. We'll talk about this on different skin tones in a moment. All the way to Climax, which is the boldest and brightest. Sex on Fire. Check out this one. Sex on Fire is the next to the last, which is this kind of like fiery, rosy color. All the way to Climax. So on different skin tones, there is no doubt that these do show up differently. For instance, First Love, which is actually one of my favorites, is a little bit too light for me. You'll see when we go to the arm swatches, First Love is a little bit too light for me. I could almost use this as a setting powder, really, honestly. But I kind of like it. Although on fair skin, it would be much more of a blush. And on the darkest complexion, it would it just really, I understand, would not work. But there's something about it, especially the pop shade, that just gives that little bit of color, especially for no makeup days. And I find that through the years I have reached for this a lot. Kind of when you just feel like you need something on your cheek, but you don't know what, therefore it goes with everything, that peachy color. But you can also let me know down below how you feel about these different shades on your complexion tone, because I would definitely love for you guys to weigh in. There are, other than these 6, First Love, Love Glow, Ecstasy. This is a bit of a darker peach here. Ecstasy, Love is the Drug, Sex on Fire, and Climax. And I said I was upset by the NARS names. We also have 3 other additions that round off the 9 Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blushes, including Pillow Talk. This goes along with the Pillow Talk collection, and these get a lot bolder, and the pop shade gets a lot, has a lot more shimmer to it. Pillow Talk Intense. We're gonna swatch these in just a moment. Pillow Talk Intense, which was just lovely, lovely for deeper, darker complexions. And Walk of No Shame. I want to say Walk of Shame, but it is Walk of No Shame now. The name has been changed, which is our kind of deepest berry rose. Also, absolutely perfection on deeper complexions. So yes, there is no doubt that these look better or, more flattering depending upon the complexion, but they really can be used throughout because they build so nicely. Let me go here. My Love Glow and my Climax I'm going to show you pictures of those. Those are out. I have lent those out. Sometimes I lend bits of my collection out to people, and because of the pandemic, I was not able to get those back, and in fact didn't ask because I didn't want them to feel bad or feel pressured. So Love Glow and Climax, I have 7 of the 9. Love Glow and Climax are on loan right now, and I will show you pictures of those. But let's go to some arm swatches of the entire collection that I have here with me. I have Studio Light and Daylight. So let's look at them in Studio Light first, and you'll see right away First Love is really tough to see over there on the left, all the way through Walk of No Shame, which those last 3, there's a little gap between the stages of love colors and the 3 additions. And the 3 additions are our deepest, brightest, darkest. Let's go now to a shot of these guys outside in the sunlight. I thought you might want to see them there too, and I hoped that First Love and when Ecstasy would show up a little bit more. So there they are outside, same arm swatches, different setting. I wanted you to see those too. Not only have the last 3 editions, the Pillow Talk Intense, and Walk of No Shame, also been a little bit more inclusive and easier for all skin tones to wear, I think they also reflect a trend, which is the brighter, showier blushes. I know that I don't know about you guys, I know I personally have gotten more interested in brighter blushes. For instance, with Wayne Goss's blushes, I tend to wear the Vivid Azalea a lot, and I wouldn't have before. I'm really getting more interested in blushes. Let me show you really quickly Love Glow and Climax, which are the 2 that are out on loan. Those are in between, Love Glow being a 2-tone pearly pink and Climax being a reddish brown color. So you can see those there. Let's put a little bit on. I think I am wearing Pillow Talk on my eyes right now, and I might normally just go with First Love, but I think we're going to do it up. I held up, how about Sex on Fire? I'm wearing Pillow Talk though. Maybe we should do Pillow Talk. No, let's do Sex on Fire. So the main thing, and I've got a Sonia G brush here, the first thing we want to do is swish. Now it's okay if it touches the middle there, but I want to swish first and go here. Oops, got a little on me here. Swish up, and then right in the center, pop, and then blend. So again, swish around, right in the center, and then blend. What do you think? Looks like I've got a little bit of a pink from earlier. So I'm going to keep, let's put a little bit more of that pop shade there. See, because I will tell you, I now like a more obvious, darker blush, where I used to have to tone myself down before. The fineness of these powders is absolutely unbeatable. I feel a little bit more done now that I've put on a little bit of blush. And I'm just wondering, of the 9, like I said, I wish I had my 2 here that were out on loan, but we got 7 of them. Of the 9, how many do you have, and do you use them often? And if not, could I encourage you to reach back and do that? You know, so many of you have told me that in 2021 you're setting spending limits or saving aspirations for yourself, and this might be great. If you could reach back in and grab one of these out, you'll probably feel like you have something new, and it's from your own makeup drawer. So I really hope that I could inspire you. I would love to see your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and would like to see more revisiting. In fact, please give me your suggestions for anything for my revisiting series. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.